We're here with Jaret von Rosenberg, head men's basketball coach at Texas A&M Commerce, as the Lions prepare for two conference games this week to open up 2018. Coach, first of all, hope your team had a good holiday weekend and holiday season. Just talk about the rest and relaxation your team was able to get and the benefits that has for you midway through the season.
Well, we had some guys playing a lot of minutes, and we had some guys banged up from the first semester. So from that standpoint, it was good to get guys back totally 100% healthy, and always good for them to go back and recharge and get to see family and spend some time, back in their environments and with their friends. So, but we got back here and we're ready to go to work and looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, at the same time, your team is off to such a good start. You almost don't want to have that long of a break there. Just talk about how the team's been since you've been back, focusing on opening up another weekend of conference play.
Yeah, well, the energy's been really good. We were only gone for about 6 days from each other, but when guys get back in the gym from any extended time with teammates they spend so much time with, everyone's excited to be back. They're hugging and excited to get going again. Um, you know, we were playing well, so but at the end of it's a long season, so you need those breaks, and it's built into Division 2 where you have the break, and hopefully it benefits us in March, not necessarily right now.
Yeah, and since we last spoke, the team has entered the national polls. Talk about your team's ranked 18th. That came out this week. That your team is ranked 18th right now. Just talk about the. Uh, I guess, are you surprised at all that your team is ranked so highly this early in your tenure with all the new players you had to bring in, things like that?
Yeah, I just give a lot of credit to Coach Walker and what he's done to set a foundation for this to be possible. Everything was in place from the academic side, from the recruiting side, from our facilities. Everything was in place to be successful from the start. But you got to give a lot of credit to the players that have bought into what we're trying to do, and the coaching staff, and those guys. Need all the credit in the world, not necessarily me. I'm the one that stands up during the game, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes that are getting a lot of things done for this to be possible.
And two good teams coming in this weekend. You face A&M-Kingsville on Thursday. They've lost 3 games in a row, but they were all really close, down to the wire games. And then Angelo coming in on Saturday. Two really top teams. Talk about the importance of this homestand this weekend.
Well, I guess we're gonna have another interview because if we're gonna talk in the future, we got Tarleton coming in on Tuesday. So you talk about 3 games in 6 days, and we're focusing on Kingsville. That's obviously the next opponent, and we just got our practice. I just told our guys, there's not a game on our schedule that if we don't play well the rest of the way that we should expect to win. And so that's what you're fighting, is fighting execution and effort and energy, and trying to put a game plan in and trying to execute that. And our guys, we got a lot of leadership. A lot of guys have been in a lot of battles, so I think they understand the importance, and they understand that we have to play well, and that's what it comes down to. I've known all these coaches and coaches against them many times. Starting with Coach Estelle, who's done a great job at every level he's been at. He might be the coach that over the years have watched recruiting his kids from Navarro and now seeing his teams in Kingsville. He has a way about getting his teams to buy in and play so hard and be aggressive and physical at the point of contact. And we've been preaching it for the last 3 days. It's going to be a rebounding and paint touches game. We've got to do a good job of getting the ball in the paint and keeping them out of the paint, and then we got to rebound. They might be undersized in some positions and play some guards, but they have an identity, and it's to play hard, crash the glass, and make it tough on their opponent. And he's done a really good job there. And I expect it to be a battle, just like the rest of the games, the rest of the way. Then you go to Cinco Boone down at Angelo, who had been a head coach previously in junior college, but has done an unbelievable job with Angelo State, following up Chris Beard. Uh, Similar to our situation, I'm following Sam Walker, who's set all types of records here and has been a staple for this program so long. He's following up Chris Beard, who's now at Texas Tech, and they didn't skip a beat. You know, they've been nationally ranked, you know, every year. They've again started really well. They've got a great group of guys, a lot of talent, um, and so that's going to be another tough opponent. And then we talk about Tarleton, who's the perennial powerhouse in this league for a number of years, and Coach Reisman and the job that he's done. And so I can sit here and talk about, but that just shows you how tough this league is. And you know, we talk about this homestand. Well, how tough this homestand is going to be. You know, all we can focus on is being ready to play when the ball tips tomorrow at 7:30, and try to find a way in the last 4 minutes to give ourselves a chance to win.
All right, our thanks to Coach Rose for joining us today. The Lions have 2 home games this weekend. They face A&M-Kingsville on Thursday at 7:30. Then they have a game against Angelo State on Saturday at 4. Both of those games are right here at the Field House. We'd love to see you at the game to support the Lions. I'm Marcus Jensen for Lion Athletics.